Hello, this is Patrick. Welcome to Chart Built Wealth, Profitable Investing with Technical Analysis. I have a new buy recommendation for you. Sprouts Farmers Market, symbol SFM. It's kind of a high-end organic grocer. And I like this because it's outside of technology, it's outside of commodities, and the chart looks great. So let's get into it. The upside here is potentially 35%, and I'll show you why. So let's get into it. So this is the daily chart. Each bar or candlestick represents a day of price action. And this stock is way, way down from its all-time high. It was a really, really hot stock for 5 or 6 years. I tried to buy it, could never get it at the right place. And this looks really very attractive. So if you can picture the last 2 or 3 years, this stock crashing and then kind of hitting somewhat of a low in November, trading, coming all the way down to its final low in February, and then retesting that low here in late April, early May. And it's formed somewhat, I'm going to call it a base, but it does look like a bullish inverse head and shoulders pattern, like a man or woman hanging upside down. You've got your left shoulder, your head, your right shoulder, and your neckline right here. So what the reason why I this is not a textbook inverse head and shoulders pattern, because the left shoulder is smaller than the right shoulder, quite a bit smaller, and you want some symmetry. Technically, no pun intended, it is still an inverse head and shoulders pattern, but it's not ideal. You'd like it more symmetry in these. But we do have the volume confirmation. So on the first down move, we had a lot of selling. On the second down move, where the head is, we have less selling, highlighted by the red horizontal trend line right here. And then on the right shoulder, we have even less volume, meaning that, this looks washed out to me. It looks like people threw in the towel. They're like, why do I have this in my portfolio? And people like me watch it and watch it and watch it, and then we decide to buy it. So if this is the pattern, you measure from the bottom of the head. Either way, this is a congestion or a consolidation. But for our price projection, you measure from the bottom of the head to the neckline, you project that distance upward, and you come up with 105. We're at 70, let's call it 79 right now. And most people would wait, most technicians would wait for this breakout, and that's fine. I do that sometimes too. But when I have a nice rainbow convergence here with all the moving averages coming together, and I have a type 2 convergence where prices are coming back to that convergence, I can buy it a little bit lower because I know my risk. If I break this confluence of moving averages, I'm getting out. My stop is at 74. And if it starts to go higher here, then we have our price projection of 105. So the reward to risk is, 3 to 1, or even better than that. So point and figure chart. This is supply and demand. And this is the least objective chart. And we still have a bearish trend line because it was in a downtrend for so long. Look at this, stock was at 172 back a couple years ago. But we have a new buy signal, and now in our price projection based on the point and figure line, that looks like an inverse head and shoulders pattern with your left shoulder, the head, the right shoulder, the neckline. But we have a new buy signal at 112, a little bit higher than my subjective chart that I showed you previously. And we've had a little pullback here. So this has given us an opportunity to not chase on the breakout. And so that's given us some confirmation. And this is the long-term chart. And I don't have the right side, the left side of this chart going back like 3 years. It was a big base, a big consolidation. I apologize for that. And that was the one I was trying to buy way back when, and I couldn't get it right. And you can see this thing took off. This was a $190 stock, $182 stock. So it's had a big free fall, and here's your inverse head and shoulders pattern right there. So thank you for watching Chart Built Wealth, Profitable Investing with Technical Analysis. Please like and subscribe. Tell your friends, neighbors, family. Have a great evening. Adios.